Yo, YouTube, what's up with your boy? Sports and Fitness Rants. I'm back, guys. Click that like button. Subscribe to my channel. What's up, y'all? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. Got another great video for you guys today. As usual, you guys know the deal on this channel, man. We must continue to set the record straight, stop the lies, stop the narrative, stop them from rewriting the history, y'all. Stop them from bending reality, man. We must continue to stand up. And in this video, we're going to talk about how the most skilled offensive player in the history of the world, Kyrie Irving, only scored 6 points in the first half of yesterday's playoff game. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to talk about that, man, because once again, this is what I'm always alluding to about you guys, man. The consistency of some of these players, man. You can't mention some of these guys and put them in the same breath as some of the other all-time greats, man. So when you hear people keep calling Kyrie Irving the most skilled offensive player, Kyrie Irving's bag is so deep, Kyrie Irving's footwork, this and that, he's more skilled than Michael Jordan. Where were all those skills in yesterday's playoff game? The man scored 6 points in the first half, guys. 6 points en route to his team having 30 points. That's right, him and Luka Doncic and the Mavericks lost yesterday to the LA Clippers without Kawhi Leonard. And we're going to talk about this, exposing this idea, this notion that these guys are so skilled, and that skills really means that much, guys, compared to the fundamentals, man. And I want to thank everyone out there, everyone across the world, everyone across the states, man. Much respect to all you guys that have been supporting my channel. Once again, I am truly humbled, man. And you guys know what to do. Turn that volume all the way up. Hit that play button. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes. And let's roll. So, yes, guys, like I said, man, listen, this is no disrespect to Kyrie Irving. I'm not trying to push shade on Kyrie Irving, man. He's a fantastic player, man, and he's got a great game, man, no doubt about it. What I'm tired of hearing, though, is people keep trying to put Kyrie Irving up into this all-world realm, man, up there with the likes of Michael Jordan, man, and they want to talk about these quote-unquote skills. Kyrie Irving's the most skilled offensive player. He's got the deepest bag. He's got the best footwork. All of these things, man, and I've told people, man, I've been saying this. People have been using the word skill so much that it's lost its meaning. It means nothing. What does it mean to be skilled, to have skill? What does it really mean? Right? Once again, we've lost sight of the fundamentals, which are really more important at the core. The fundamentals of basketball, which we've gone away from the fundamentals. This is why these guys are allowed to carry the basketball and take 4 or 5 steps now. That's not fundamental basketball. Those are not the fundamentals of which basketball was first created, right? That's not it, guys. But when we hear about people saying that Kyrie Irving is the most skilled basketball player of all time, and I've told you guys, where are all these skills when it matters? How come Kyrie Irving's never led the league in scoring once? He's never been in a top 5. He's never been even in a top 10, guys, in NBA scoring per game. But he's the most skilled offensive player in the history of the game because he has some great finishing ability and he's able to dribble the ball with a certain degree. That's all of a sudden makes him the most skilled basketball player on the offensive end. It does not translate on the court. Where are these skills yesterday? The Dallas Mavericks were blown out yesterday by the LA Clippers, who are a decent team. They're a good team, right? The Mavericks are a good team also, though. This is a 4-5 matchup. This is an evenly matched series, in my opinion. And it's going to come down to the star players. The star players are going to have to step up and make some plays. And Kawhi Leonard was out last night or in yesterday's game. So it was up to guys like James Harden and the Paul Georges, the Russell Westbrooks to step up, right? And guys like James Harden stepped up in that first game. But what was more glaring, right? The glaring thing was, if you watched that game, was how in the first half, the Dallas Mavericks only scored 30 points, guys. That's right. They scored 30 points in the first half. The first half, not the first quarter, the first half, guys. They scored 30 points. And why is that? Because in the second quarter, the Dallas Mavericks with Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, right? 2 of the most skilled players to ever play the game, they'll want you to believe. They only matched 8 points in that second quarter somehow, guys. 8 points, that's right. And Kyrie Irving, right, where was he at? He scored 6 points in the first half. The entire first half, guys, scored 6 points. But they want you to believe that Kyrie Irving is the most skilled offensive player in the history of the NBA because he could dribble the ball and he's got some footwork, he got some finishing ability. Once again, what are they talking about with the skills? Because when I talk to you guys about skills, skills are not just on the offensive end. And we have to stop just looking and thinking about the offensive end. We have to think about all aspects of basketball, including the defensive end. Now, this is not to say that Kyrie Irving is a poor defender, but he's not a good defender. He's not a great defender. He doesn't impact the game on the defensive end. He's never done this. Doesn't have these abilities. He doesn't impact the game on the rebounding, and his leadership is lacking. So what do you see yesterday's game? You see the Dallas Mavericks getting blown out by 30 points, and then you see Kyrie Irving on the bench trying to pump the team up. Where was all that before the game started, right? To have your team prepared coming into the game. Where's all that then? It's never there for a Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving, once again, like I told you guys, is not a leader, man. He allows a lot of things off the court to interfere with his on-the-court game. All of these things, man. He believes he's smarter than everybody else, but he's really not. To me, this is how Kyrie Irving comes across. But when we talk about the on-court game, and they always talk about Kyrie Irving's skills, where were those skills yesterday? That's what I want to know from all the Kyrie Irving people that say he's the most skilled offensive player of all time. These are things I hear. Kyrie Irving's nowhere near the skill level of a Michael Jordan. This is why Kyrie Irving has to dribble all over the place to get his shots off. Michael Jordan is concise, precise, and he's precision, right to the point, man. 1, 2, 3 dribbles. That's all it takes from Michael Jordan. He doesn't need all these wasted movements. And once again, I've told you why is this. Michael Jordan played both sides of the ball, man, right? So he couldn't just waste all this energy dribbling all over the court and doing all this nonsense. Michael Jordan played both ends. Kyrie Irving might give effort on the defensive end, but he's not impacting both sides of the ball like a Michael Jordan, and he's nowhere near the leader of a Michael Jordan. But the overall offensive game for me, Michael Jordan is just more well-rounded than a Kyrie Irving, and he impacts the game on the offensive game more than a Kyrie Irving does. And evidence was last night. Once again, 6 points in the first half of the playoff game for Kyrie Irving, but he's the best and the most skilled offensive player, guys. It doesn't add up. Is Kyrie Irving skilled? Absolutely. Is he a very skilled player? Does he have the ability to score the basketball? Absolutely. No doubt about it. But we must talk about the consistency of these things and when it matters most. Where's Kyrie Irving? He's been inconsistent at best when it matters most. So yesterday was a clear example of this. Him and Luka Doncic, they may have the points, but all of those points were scored when the team was already down 30, right? They were already getting blown out. Those points really didn't mean anything. They scored 30 points in the first half, guys. The entire team, 30 points in the first half. The Clippers scored 56. So it was 56-30 in the first half. Guys, the game was over. They scored 8 points in the second quarter. 8 points. But Kyrie Irving was the most skilled offensive player. Luka Doncic, they got all these skills. They want to tell you the guys back when I grew up watching basketball had no skills. Michael Jordan's not as skilled as these guys today, right? They're not as skilled. But somehow, some way, the most skilled players on the court only managed to get 8 points in a quarter, 30 points and a half of a playoff game. Once again, when it matters most, these guys are not there consistently like some of the players of the past, like the other all-time greats were. But they had no skills. You guys know the deal, man. We must continue to set the record straight here, guys, and hold these guys to that standard. If you're going to sit there and try to talk about how skilled Kyrie Irving is, and he's the most skilled basketball player on the offensive end, his bag is so deep. I'm so tired of hearing about this nonsense, man. The footwork, all this stuff. We never talked about these things back in the day. Now, all of a sudden, people want to talk about skills. They don't even know what skills are. What skills? Where are the fundamentals at? The fundamentals of the game are gone. That's why these guys are allowed to look more skilled, because they've gone away from the fundamentals. The officiating is not there. The standard is not there. And Kyrie Irving and all those skills that they want to tell you that he has, where was he yesterday? The team scored 30 points in the first half. Kyrie Irving had 6 points of those 30 in the first half. But he's the most skilled offensive player, they'll tell you, in the history of the game. Never once won one scoring title, not one. But Russell Westbrook has. But Russell Westbrook got no skills, they'll tell you. But he managed to get more scoring titles than Kyrie Irving did in his career. They play in the same era. Unskilled LeBron James managed to get one scoring title in his career. But Kyrie Irving was never able to do this, but he's the most skilled offensive player in the history of the game, guys. It don't add up. You guys know the deal, man. I'll catch you guys on the next one.